I think I have to title the Twitch properly, right? Yeah, I should probably do that, huh? I'm tired. Not really in the mood, but we have to do these things. Do we have to? I guess. I guess. No one is literally making me besides myself. Okay. Wait, I'm on the Twitch. Make sure to like this live. Thank you. Oh, I can't log in on the Twitch from this computer. I have to go on a different computer. What's up, Duolingo? What's up, Xenu? Thank you for being first. I appreciate it. I know the framing isn't great, but I had to switch tripod. No one cares. I need to get in a better mood. Ooh, maybe we should do an exercise. Maybe every day I go live, I have to do an exercise to get in a good mood. How about that? That's a good idea. Nope, that's actually not a good idea. See, there I go again. I'm so negative. I'm so bad. I've been in this crazy energy lately. Okay, wait. What was I doing? Oh, yeah. I have to go live on Twitch. Sorry, people. I also have to post on Discord. This is like, I already did. Thank you, Alex. I appreciate it. Bro, the alien plushie is sick. Yeah, it was only like $5 from Target. Can you believe it? What's up, Dale? Welcome to the live stream. Welcome, Carlos and Duolingo's alt. Oh, wait, I have to okay, okay. What can I say in the meantime? Okay, let's ask ChatGPT. I don't have any original thoughts anymore. ChatGPT, quickly. Tell me how to get in a better mood on live stream. Like, I'm literally on live right now, and I need to hype it up. Like, it's kind of sad. The only thing that gives me like dopamine hits and whatever is food, like beverages, if you know what I mean. And that's about it. It's food and beverage. Oh, and scrolling, obviously. I think that like my dopamine's depleted because I just scroll on my phone for too much. Okay, stand up or move. All right, that is one thing I have been doing. I've been exercising more than I usually have. Not really exercising more, but I guess I've been, getting my heart rate up a little bit more than I usually do by running. And even though I only run a mile, I still try to run instead of just walking half awake, half asleep. Is what I usually do. Love your members badges. Yes, Alex. Thank you. I appreciate it. Kayla accidentally deleted my other channel. Oh no! How did you delete it? That was the idea you originally had. Wait, did I already have this idea? Did I literally already have the idea? Okay, I'm confused. Okay, music is instant vibe. Am I allowed to play music? I don't know. I still haven't. You think that after 3 years I would have remembered to write this down and been like, do ample research on if you should play music or not. I know you can play music in lives. I just don't know if it's like gonna hurt it anyway, and I don't need that energy. I don't need anything shadow whatevering me. So anyway, what was I gonna do besides I was gonna post this on Discord. Wait, Zena, are you still here? And do you mind posting the link on Discord if you are here? If not, I'll do it. Oh yeah, no worries, Alex. I needed that. I needed it. Oh, I think Xenu posted. Yes, Xenu posted. I don't know if he... exercise is great dopamine. But is it? Because I hate it. I mean, I guess it makes me feel better about myself, but I don't know. So, I guess I'm just not gonna change the title. Oh, wait, no, I can change the title of the Twitch on... whatchamacallit. That's obvious, huh? What do I title it? There's nothing to say. Paranormal news. Like, who is out here researching paranormal news right now besides me? Paranormal news and cults, I guess. Like, that's the title of the video. I'm sorry for the 4 people who end up going to the Twitch. No, see, that's the negative energy I don't need. Why do I do that? I don't know. What's up, Mark? Welcome to the live stream. Nice, JDs. That's a classic. That's a classic joke you got there. I showed the clip of me dying while trying to tell you a story and they loved it. Wait, really? Oh my god, Alex, how was that? I totally forgot about it. I meant to ask you about it. I've just been so insanely busy in my, like, personal life. By personal life, I mean the life that I don't want to be. Okay, that sounds so dark. I'm like, the one I don't want to be. Like, the stuff that I do from 9 to 5, I've been insanely busy, and it's now gotten in the way. I thought, I could do both. I can make content, and I could do, stuff for other people. I've proven to myself recently that that is wrong. I have just been really slacking on YouTube lately. I've been slacking on all my little side hustles, passion. Also, should I test if the Twitch even is getting the audio? I'm just gonna assume that the Twitch is fine because no one's there anyway. Guys, oh, ew, did you see that Dr. Diet Pepper? Okay, let's get to the point, all right? I have to travel. This is what I'm good at. I'm good at complaining about things and getting mad about things. So let me get mad about it for a little bit. And I'm sorry, you're gonna say, oh, you got white girl problems. Shut up, they're still problems. I'll talk about them if I want to. How about that? But you eat these hash brown cheeks. So anyway, I have to travel next week. I don't know. I guess, oh no, if someone's gonna find one of the 24 people in here just so happens to live in Charlotte, North Carolina, and will try to hang out with me. Oh boy. I'll be in Charlotte, North Carolina in like a week or so, and I have to go there for a trip, for work for 2 nights, and immediately the day I fly back home, like at 12 in the morning, or something like ridiculous, then the next day, I think the next day, I have to take a train to Boston for a weekend with my cousins and stuff, which like okay, watch the one time people in my personal life watch my videos. It's like, okay, I like traveling in general, but this is just going to be a lot in between balancing like hang out with people versus like work and stuff. I don't know. So I'm going to Charlotte and going to Boston. I'll be in Boston for like a week, which I don't know. Do I want to be in Boston for a week? No offense to y'all Boston people in the chat, but do I want to? I don't know. What's up, Money Fits? What's up, Bert? Thank you. I appreciate that, Alex. Thank you. You're good at getting distracted too. I am very good at getting distracted. Did you hear about the cemetery outside the city? No, what cemetery are you talking about, William? No, please don't tell me any dark jokes. I don't need any more darkness into this life that I'm living right now. Also, the fact that I still haven't gotten a new microphone is insane. Like, I'll be fine buying a diamond tennis bracelet, but I won't remember to buy... No, that's not true. I don't just willfully spend money on diamond tennis bracelet. That's a lie. But I do, I have. But no, the point was that I spend money on stupid things, like 3 lip liners. I know, it's like, what, $20? Like, it's not a big deal. But the point is, I need a freaking arm for... This is stupid. This does not work. I don't know why I've been using this. Honestly, it's the fact that I don't want to take the time to research what to buy, and I don't want to just spend like $200, $300 on one that I don't, like... I feel like I should research that before I buy it, and I just haven't gotten around to doing that. So anyway, happy Halloween. Okay, so let's actually talk about anything. How about we talk about something of substance? And maybe this is not of substance either, but let's just talk about it. All right, you know what's interesting? That paranormal news, whenever I search paranormal news on the internet, the way they just said paranormal news on the internet, it's always about the guy, Dan Rivera, rest in peace, aka the guy who had the Annabelle doll who passed away while on tour with the doll, like during that whole tour a few months ago. And we did a whole live stream about it, and I was like, well, it's kind of weird because the new Conjuring movie, the last one too ever, is coming out. I think maybe it did already come out this month. But yeah, I think it was supposed to come out in September. But anyway, so when you looked up paranormal news, like all summer, that was the one thing to pop up. Like, the only, like, no, nothing else, apparently. Oh, no, I'm sorry. What was that guy, Matt? What's that stupid guy's name? No offense. I shouldn't be, Matt Rife, that's the guy's name. He bought, what you called? Did he buy The Conjuring House? He bought some house, haunted house. Everyone was like, dude, what are you doing? Like, this is not your niche. I'm all down for... This is a really bad angle. This makes me look like I have the world's most American Girl doll arms ever. Like, I think it's because I'm using a different tripod that's not efficient. It's just like, my phone's attached to it, and it just keeps going whenever it, like, flops, like, down. You know what it is. So anyway, who cares? Hey, people are so weird in the chat that it's kind of sucks that I can't, like, talk to anyone anymore. I'm not even gonna try to read the chat. But the light's on point. Your face is glowing. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, I think that the lighting setup is fine, but the actual, like, the angle of it isn't fine. But I think it's just I need a new tripod. So anyway, what is happening? Basically, the point is that there weren't any big paranormal news updates for the past few months, and then the end of September rolls around, or mid-September rolls around, and all of a sudden, everyone's interested in paranormal now. All of a sudden, journalists want to write about it. Oh, spooky haunted locations to go to this fall. Like, I get it, you know, it makes sense. It's the reason why I'm like, let's clickbait Halloween this month, people. This is our month. It just so happens to be the month that I'm so busy traveling to North Carolina, Boston, Maine, Chicago, and then in November, I guess not October technically, but like preparing for a trip that's in Seattle, like 5 places within a month. I will not be home for like at least a 2.5, maybe 3-week period where I'll just be gone living out of a suitcase, which, like, concerning for someone with greasy hair who smells bad most of the, okay, I don't smell that bad. And it's not because I'm unhygienic. I really try. I don't know what it is. See, I shouldn't tell people that. But anyway, I did already, so too bad. I'm not doing stand-up anywhere, actually. I probably should think about getting good at that, or at least practicing any of that, but I just haven't. No, I'm doing a okay, should I get fired? I'm just going to be doing things that are not fun, unfortunately, that are nothing that is actually improving my life the way that I would love it to be, but that's fine. It's, you know, traveling is fun regardless. I get to do it's not all work. It'll be a little bit of hanging out with friends and family and stuff like that in the mix of it. So, that should be good. It just sucks that it happens to be during October, which is like the month that I'm supposed to be capitalizing on for the channel, huh? There's something about using a straw for a Diet Dr. soda. A diet soda that makes you really feel like you're a gas guzzling tank in the Cars movie, or you're Mater and you're getting fueled up for a race. That's how I feel. Like, I feel like the Tin Man, like drinking oil, you know? Like, I feel like that's my sustenance at this point. I only drink one. This is the first one I've had all day. So don't be like, oh, and yeah, I know my tongue is like green and yellow and it probably looks like I have gingivitis. I don't. I have great teeth. Look at them. Look at them. So anyway, is she a ghost hunter? I don't know. Yeah, I get paid. I mean, I guess technically I do get paid. And I get to expense the trip itself, so that's good. But it's just not, like, it's not creating content. It's not anything related to this. So, kind of sucks in that way that I'm not doing. It would be way cool. Like, I would not complain if this, actually I probably would complain. I'll find a way to complain about everything. But if this was like a brand trip and I was like going ghost hunting, that's a different story. Even if I was pretending to be a fashion girly going to a fashion show, that would be honestly fine too. But no, that is not, alas, that is not where we are, and that is fine, I guess, for now. So anyway, speaking of paranormal events, I guess, I wanted to, sorry, one of my friends was in the chat, and they said the chat is especially feral today. Yeah, I mean, typically it is. What's up, Michael? Welcome to live stream. Thank you, Hunky Digital. I appreciate it. What's up, Christian? Okay, so one of California's most haunted places is opening its doors for paranormal Halloween tours. See, like, okay, should I do a poll? Do you want me to, should I just talk about cults instead? Like, because I feel I'm a little bit more passionate about that than I am about, like, oh, this haunted house is opening its doors for tours. Like, oh, the castle will be open. Like, who cares? I mean, I guess it's kind of cool. It's called the Preston Castle, but I can't even show you my screen, so it kind of defeats the purpose of, like, reading an article, huh? Does anyone know about the Preston Castle, or do you prefer me just talk about cults? Which one? How about, you're not gonna like Boston. Oh, I love it. You will hate it. Probably. You should definitely do. Okay, Kayla, I want a Disney trip. What? Are you serious? That's crazy. Tell us about the real. All right, let's just talk about cults. If people want to know. My question is, actually, I don't know. I'm honestly just going off a whim right now. A whim? Is that what people say? I'm going off a whim, I think. So, my thing is, cults are interesting to me. Obviously, the big ones, right? The ones that we hear about, the ones that documentaries are made out of, the ones that, you know, your favorite celebrities may be low-key part of or were part of when they were younger. However, I'm particularly interested in, maybe not interested, but I would love to eventually highlight some cults that are less known. Not to get the word out for these said cults. The goal isn't to spread awareness as in I'm trying to recruit for them. I just feel so bad for certain people that get taken to the mother truck and cleaners, like literally monetarily. Their whole lives get uprooted and they're just manipulated into believing some BS thing that usually one person at the top is trying to like give off as, you know, I'm the blah 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 blah, like their whole spiel, and it's usually just for their own gain, whether it be power or money, or I guess some of those sickos might really believe that they are like the second coming or of Jesus, whatever. But she's using it as a segue to start. Yeah, exactly, Justin. So I don't know. Part of me is interested in the idea of like, where are these underground cults? Like, because at one point, the big cults that we heard of, right? The cults that, ultimately end in, you know, we hear Jim Jones, Waco, Texas, the cults that end in like too late. Like, people are gone. That's when you hear about them. You only hear about them. This is actually kind of messed up. You only hear about them when something, like, disturbing happens that takes over the news. Or because they're so, like, huge at this point. Because they've expanded and expanded and expanded. Like, Scientology, for example. But everyone, like, there are so many people that have come out and been like, my life is ruined. But you don't hear about the, like, smaller ones until it's too late. And I think there's a reason for it, right? Because I guess there's a few things at play here. And we can ask ChatGPT. My thought is perhaps no one hears about it because, like, families just give up on it. You know, like, if your daughter or your son or your mother or someone joins one and it's kind of like it's too late and they've already excommunicated you from it, like, you could report it to the police, sure. You could get a lawyer if you're really a little bit more well off than the rest of the world. Like, I am not going to be spending thousands of dollars on a lawyer, you know? I mean, I guess if it's your family member, you'll try to do anything you can to whatever. But, like, if they're truly a goner, it's kind of like they're just living their life. What are you supposed to do? Anyway, my point is that you can't really even report these things to, like, our police. You can't inform anyone about it unless they're, like, really doing something, like, illegal. And unfortunately, like, freedom of unfortunately, that we have something called freedom of religion. No, not saying that, unfortunately, whatever. But, like, it's surprisingly way harder than you would think it is to actually, like, report someone for having a cult. Like, let's do some research. How about that? Let's pause my whole I'm on a soapbox talking about this for a little bit. With the Fabian Society classified a bunch of weirdos. You're so pretty, don't be in a cult, you're too pretty. Okay, I don't know if you got the point. Thank you so much, Good Times TV. I appreciate it. Thoughts on aliens, that's a whole other thing. They are out here in space. So how many cults are there in the United States of America? And the thing is, like, there's no, like, definition. They're, like, some very loose terms. Like, is it a cult? Is it really just a family church? Is it a church? Is it, a small sect of religion? Like, whatever. But experts estimate that there are between 1,000 and 3,000 groups in the United States that could be described as cults or have cult-like characteristics. 1,000 to 3,000. The U.S. government doesn't classify or track cults officially. Groups considered cults by critics may see themselves as legitimate religious or self-help movements. So they are not stupid. Remember, people that are cult leaders, even though they seem so stupid to believe in this stuff about themselves, I wonder how many of them, well, we know that they're like narcissists and whatever, and they have a whole other slew of mental illnesses or whatever you want to call them, which is, how they got started as a cult leader in the first place. But they're like smart in a sense that, yeah, maybe they're not smart in a sense that like they think it's gonna work forever or blah blah blah, whatever. But they're smart in a sense that they like are expert manipulators. Like they go to people. This is like a skill that they've acquired. It's like if one of your goals in life, or if you're not just like intrinsically a good person who doesn't want to like negatively affect other people, like if that's not your like on your priority list, if your priority list is like getting money and power and you have like little to no care about other people in the world and you're strategic and like so like you want it so bad, like you can make a playbook, not to inspire anyone out here, but you could make a pretty like playbook on how to, and you can get pretty good at how to manipulate people into believing what you say is right and eventually taking their money. Like, I think at the bottom of the day, that's, thank you, CJ, I appreciate it. That's a huge thing. No one is good, not one. I don't agree with that because although, we live our daily, I mean, at least myself speaking, at least I'm a good person. No, just kidding. I live my day-to-day. Yeah, there are certain things where I'm trying to better my own life and I'm probably not thinking about other people as much as I could be or whatever. There are things that, I'm trying to think of an example. Like I ignore my friend's text because I don't want to respond at that moment because I am busy with something else. Like, yeah, okay, I could have responded quicker. But there's a difference between things like that and when you're full on every move or every action you take is to like better yourself and without caring that you're putting someone else down. Whether it be putting them knowing that they're not like ultimately going to be better off doing what you're saying to do. Like crazy things like, I don't know. Unless you believe in Darwin and you're mutated from a monk, please. What's up, Duolingo? Are you 6? What does that mean? Okay. You're a good person. We all can see that. LOL. Thank you, Dwani. I appreciate it. Hey, James, what's the word on birds? What does that mean? Okay. So, I don't know if this is interesting to anyone or not, but I just think that it's a... how do I word this in a way? There are 1,000 to 3,000... Okay, wait. How many people are in the United States? How many people are in the USA? 341 million. Oh, okay. So how common is it for someone to know someone in their life that's in a cult or at least a questionable religious sect that not like harms their life, that is just questionable. A questionable religious sect is what I mean. I guess any religious sect could be questionable in theory. It's more common than people think to know someone who has or has been involved in a cult or questionable religious spiritual group, even if it's not obvious. Studies and experts from the International Cultic, I don't even know, Studies Association estimate that millions of Americans have had some involvement in cult-like or high control groups. One widely cited estimate suggests that 5 to 10 million Americans have been involved with such groups at some point in their life. With a U.S. population of 341 million, if just 1 in 50 people have been involved, that's over 6.8 million. That means the average American likely knows at least one person who has been involved in a cult, fringe religious group, or controlling spiritual community, even if they don't know it. Why it's often hidden, many cult-like groups present themselves as normal churches, wellness retreats, political organizations, or even therapy/self-help groups. That's what they always try to pull. Members may hide their involvement due to fear, stigma, or deep belief in the group. Real-world examples that blur the lines. Multi-level marketing groups with cult-like behaviors. Self-help empires that use coercive tactics. New age spiritual groups with charismatic, manipulative leaders. It's fairly common, if not likely, that you or someone you know has been involved in currently or have been affected. What is the purpose of a cult? Why do people create them? Do they intend on creating them when they start, or are they really that mentally unwell that they believe in what they're saying? Like that they are the next Jesus Christ, for example. Give me a percentage breakdown. Now, this is going to be hard to, like, actually put into quantitative terms of, like, because you can't, I don't think they, like, do, actually, maybe they do deep dives on each cult leader that has been, like, at least the famous ones, and, like, see if any of them, like, do they really know what they're doing? Like, are they, like, I just want money? I mean, I'm assuming they're, like, give me a percentage breakdown of how likely someone would be just very mentally ill and believe it versus want money or power or something, but are more strategic about it. Okay, let's see. Most people are sheep and believe nothing, so they fall for anything. Snuffles, yes, they are. They believe it. Oh, yeah, I forgot that I have allergies. They believe in their cult. That's the whole idea, I guess. The cult she sells, Sanctuary, Good Time. Are you asking Google? No, I'm asking ChatGPT. The cult great band, Firewoman. Is that Becker Associates? You're in a cult, aren't you? No, I am not, but I do, I do know some people, and that is a story for another time, and that story will probably be a larger project. I don't know when I'll be able to do it. I don't know. I don't want to step on, like, the legality of things. Like, I haven't done research into that aspect. I don't want to talk about things too much until I'm at a place where I can. But just know that maybe one day you'll be seeing something from me about stuff like this. But anyway, so there are two. Okay, I don't know if this is, like, ChatGPT just giving me what I wanted to hear because, like, the question that I just asked. No, definitely not considering joining, Justin. Maybe considering joining for the pure intention of unveiling some hidden things that I've known for other reasons, but no, I've never been in one myself personally, or nor do I think that I would ever. That's questionable though, because I have gone to meditation clubs on Tuesdays. However, I don't think that they don't really want my money, or they don't want me to not talk to my family, yada, yada, yada. Okay. Which I guess, sometimes it starts small and then they lure you in. Just like I did. Oh my God. What if this is a cult? No, I'm kidding. It's not. Anyway, I don't require money from anyone, and I never have. It's been 3 years. Kayla, so gotta go. Peace out, Damani. BRB, I remember you, Great Nate. Yeah, where have you been, Great Nate? Where have you been? Are you gonna be not streaming the whole time you're away? I really hope that I can. I keep looking like this because I keep seeing this fuzz, by the way, that's hanging off the tripod or this microphone thing, and I keep thinking it's a bug, and, like, inside I keep freaking out. I keep looking like that. Just, I don't know, not that anyone cares, but just so you know, that's what I've been looking at. So anyway, why is it getting hot? Thank you, Chicago Bulls, ? Careful, because some cults get aggressive if people join for those kinds of reasons. My grandma dances with witches in the mountains, North Carolina, not even joking, wish I was. See? It be like that. Sometimes it be like that, and people don't realize. Like, I don't think people realize how common these things are. And sometimes, and they don't have to be necessarily huge corporations. Like, it could just be a rundown building that someone bought, a house, mind you, had a few people join. Maybe it's still under 10 people, but there are still places like that that make you excommunicate from your family. They tell you to give them all of your money. You live there forever, and most of the time there's someone at the top managing the money and managing what happens to everybody else in the house. And they're using religion and beliefs to basically manipulate everyone else there for their own gain, which is I guess that maybe one would argue that is just life in general. Maybe, that's corporate America even. You manipulate until you can get to the top. You get other people to follow you and what you say. I don't know, okay? I don't have the answers to life in general, but it's pretty clear and obvious when, I think, when it's like a line that's being crossed with these cults versus like a corporate job. Though, sometimes it does border on the fence of that. I was deployed. Wait, what? Wait, are you still? Where are you, Nate? Are you allowed to watch this? What are you doing? Got them fuzzy girl vibe. What is fuzzy girl? Collects rainwater in her showers outside. It's already camping. Oh my god, that's crazy, Raven. She's would be more of like a cricket riff or something on the wall. I love. Please pray that we get married. Military things. There's 34 people chat that would join a cult led by you. So true. Military things? What do you mean? I love Jennifer, Hannah, John. Please pray we get married. Wait, what? Who is that? Okay. So here is something interesting. There are two broad types of cult leaders, okay? True believers. They genuinely believe their divine mission or ideology. So they wake up and honestly, these kinds I feel less, maybe not less threatened by, because they're scary that their reality is so far from the actual reality. When they wake up, usually it's because they have a disorder. I don't know. I feel like I don't want to just throw everyone with bipolar into the mix because that's not true. But I feel like people that are manic potentially, will start thinking grandiose what are those self-grandiose, whatever thoughts that they think that they're chosen, or they think that angels speak to them, or they think that God sent them here to spread a bigger whatever message. There are things like that, right? Okay. And then this is what I don't like. This is when I get so mad about it. Is the conscious manipulators. They knowingly use deception for power, money. I forgot about this one. I'm not gonna say the whole word, but you know where I'm going. Or just control, which control, power, control, same, different, whatever. Maybe not. But many cult leaders fall somewhere in between, shifting over time. There are rough estimates based on patterns observed by cult leaders. Apparently, 40% of cult leaders crave dominance over others' lives, sometimes more than money. So more for power and control over other people's lives. 25% might be motivated to form a cult by financial gain. They use the group as a business or a scam, which often overlaps with control. Delusional belief / mental illness. They genuinely believe they are messianic, is that a word? Or chosen, often due to narcissism, psychosis, or delusions. Ego gratification and blank exploitation. They use the group to feed their ego or access to or adoration. 10%. 5% other ideological extremism, trauma response. Create a group out of trauma, fear, or extreme ideology, not necessarily for gain. Now we all go, God bless the USA. Every group is kind of cultures take things to an extreme. Do you have a sister or cousin? No, I do not. I can't wait for Halloween. It reminds me every time I first saw your streams and fell in love. Aw, Princess Rose. I love that. I know. I'm really sad that October is not a sad month. But I'm sad that October I'm gonna be busy. At least I'll be home, I think. Or maybe I'm not gonna be home, but I should be able to stream on October 21st. For a week then. But I will be gone. No, but I'm gonna try to stream a little bit from the hotel rooms that I stay in and stuff, if that's possible. I'm not sure. Do cult leaders actually believe their own BS though? So it seems according to this, 20% of cult leaders have some mental disorder. They all have mental disorders, right? Pretty much. But I think 20% of them, they really are motivated by a delusional belief in themselves. Like, they really are like, I'm the next blah 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 blah. But there are, I think, a huge amount of them, 25%, that like see it as almost a business idea. Like, if you just put your effort into, I don't know, making a Amazon arbitrage product that you can sell and flip. Like, if you just spent as much time, I don't know, flipping popcorn buckets at AMC theaters. Actually, that's not true. You probably would not make as nearly as enough money. So, you know, maybe I should really just start this, I guess. I'm just kidding. I guess this doesn't sound like a bad business idea after all. That's a joke, by the way. It's not worth it. Most of these things end in people living in squalor, because the people that steal everyone's money, they eventually run out of it, and they're not smart. They don't know how to make money besides just taking other people's money. And once people see through their BS, what's it called? Not like ideology, but their it's like their like booklet. Like, what is that stupid thing that all churches need to have? Not stupid other churches, but they have to have like a, here, what paperwork does a church need to have in order to be tax exempt? It's like they specifically have to have like, not their laws or their well, they need distinct religious history, regular congregations, regular religious services, Sunday school, ordained ministers or clergy, established place of worship. Okay, but that's like not that hard to do. Like, you're telling me I just need like a place to like pray. I need people that are going to be on my clergy. I need wait, what is this? Bylaws and internal document. So they need like a document about their beliefs though, right? But isn't that sketchy? Like, what, anyone can just be like, I'm gonna make a religion today. Like, that's, I'm sorry, not to try to monopolize religion, but I don't know, like, can't people just join the existing ones that are already, I mean, those are probably corrupt too, so, you know what, I don't know. Thank you, Nate, I appreciate it. I'm a vibe. My grandma, exactly, hippie witch who thinks her way is best and she's saving the world with her low carbon footprint. I like, is that bad? I'm sad my bike broke and I'm waiting on parts. Oh no, when's the last time when did it break and how did it break? It broke and I'll fix it again. That's not nearly as fun though. Not worth it. We need to get a big piece of land. Jeez, Kayla, you've got some pretty eyes. Thank you, I appreciate it. I have magic beads if anyone wants them. A charter, thank you, Chris. A charter, I think that's kind of the word I was looking for, but I think they have like a specific thing. Statement of beliefs. Oh, religious doctrine, perhaps. We're gonna start a Kayla worshiping. The Church of Kaka. That's a great name. I have a question. If my wife is standing outside, yes, that does mean she's outstanding. Church bashing. Let's go. Kayla, is it okay to scream? If your neighbors aren't gonna like report you, and I mean, I feel like you could scream every now and then, huh? Right? Kayla, love a good compliment. I do. I got, oh, I'm sorry to hear about that energetic drafts. Are you doing okay? Wait, what am I looking at? Okay. Oh, is anyone in the Twitch, by the way? I switched over. Your audio quality is so good on Twitch. Yes, it's because I have a microphone. Thank you, Doggo Witch. Wait, Doggo Witch, are you here still? Oh, I'm sorry. This is what happens. Like, I go live on Twitch, and then I forget that I am actually live. Anyway, what's up, a-hole? If it need new brakes, wheels, tires, and the rack is broken, the tire flat, the accident made the cost $200 a piece? That's a lot. How's Kayla been doing since my last live stream? I don't know. Like, a little concerning. Just ignore my comments. Can you repeat what you said, Kev? I don't know, or I can't. It's hard to scroll. I keep touching my screen, and my phone keeps bouncing. My neighbors are used to my screaming. The real question is, what organizations have true super and pre-natural powers? See, like, here's the thing. Because, you know, we are clearly a paranormal channel here, right? And I do love the idea of believing in, like, ghosts or another realm or people having the psychic abilities, or just, you know, the paranormal, things that aren't scientifically proven. Obviously, you know, I can't be a hypocrite and be like, that's not real, zodiac signs aren't real, this isn't real, telekinesis isn't real, da 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 da. However, there is an interesting factor of like, which I guess is tied to religion, which is interesting because people that are into paranormal have actually more things in common with people that are religious than they think, because both of those groups have in common, like, think of a Venn diagram where the middle part is like believing in something that's not scientifically proven. You know, like, we share that aspect, but for some reason people that are religious, some religions will be like, oh, devil worshiper, ah! And it's like, bro, it's the same thing. Like, okay, I'm just not talking about Luke and Matthew. I don't know. Is it bad that I don't know a single thing that Luke or Matthew did? They're in the Bible, right? Name in the Bible, name in the Bible, name in the Bible that starts with X. There no name in the Bible that starts with X. Do you know that? I love that video. Or those videos of that, like, those little, I don't know. Anyway, is that non-diet? No, it is zero sugar. Sucker! Suck it, suck it. How about that? I'm clocked out for the day. They say Fat Tire's the biggest one available now. Fat Tire. Fat Tire this, Fat Tire that. You always love the Fat Tire, Justin. Oh, Justin, you popped the tire. I'm just kidding. Look how fast. When she say how fast the cheek clap, that's how fast they clap. Anyway. If I had a kid, when could my kid date? Now, this is a very interesting question. Actually, I don't know. I've never thought about it, but I'll because you asked, I'll say my 2 cents. Okay. When I was younger, I wanted to date boys. Okay. And I did. I dated a boy, and I was so terrified to tell my parents. Like, I knew that they weren't going to be happy. I knew they would be strict about it. I knew that they blah, 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 blah. Now, looking back on it, honestly, I wish that they were more strict with it. I wish they were like, do not have a boyfriend. But I guess that, like, makes someone rebel. So you don't want your kid rebelling and seeing them without you knowing and stuff. So I do appreciate that my parents were like, okay, you can hang out, da da da. But they just, like, set some things in place and stuff. They weren't looking through my text or whatever. But, yeah, I don't know when. I don't know. I guess it depends on a lot. I guess, like, how are they doing in life? Are they cool? Do they suck? Are they good in school? Are they not? Are they trustworthy? Are they da 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 da? Are they also they have to, like, hang out with their friends still. Like, that's, like, a big thing for me. Anyway, I don't know. I don't have kids, and I don't plan on for a while. At least, definitely, you know, I think of, like, oh my god, having kids, right? Like, I'm not that far away from having, like, kids that are young. Hello? Maybe. I don't know. But the thing is, I forget how quickly they grow. You know? Like, I will see someone with a newborn baby, and then I'll, like, see someone with a 3-year-old, and I'll be like, oh my god, it's 2 completely different worlds. Like, as someone with a 3-year-old, someone with a newborn baby, I see that as 2 totally different phases of their life. Obviously, newborn, toddler. I'm talking about the parent, though. I'm like, oh, that's so different, huh? That's like 2 years difference. 2 years? 2 years ago, I was doing the same thing I'm doing now down here. That's not a lot of time. I feel like, so, basically, I'm running out of time in my life, and, I'm going to need a get-rich-quick plan, so I can actually enjoy my life and not work so much, and, I would love to start that sooner than later, so I will be starting the Kaka cult. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. So anyway, also depends if you're a guy or a daughter or a son, but it doesn't really, right? Like, should we not keep that into consideration? I don't know. If you have children, you feel like this whole time. That is what you've been looking for. Yeah, I feel like that's true. So anyway, okay. So now that we've talked about cults, let's ask ChatGPT, why do we not hear about so many cults? Like, we seem to only hear about them when they are, someone's dead. When they are doing something extremely illegal, like, I don't even talk, whatever, or people are dead. So, what's up with that? How do we not hear about them sooner? Okay, let's see. We typically only hear about cults when something goes very wrong. Mass abuse scandals, financial fraud, or criminal investigations. But cults don't usually start that way, and many continue to exist quietly under the radar for years or even decades. Cults don't call themselves cults. They use neutral, positive labels. Churches, fellowships, healing centers, retreats, personal development courses, etc. Outsiders don't recognize them as dangerous because they often masquerade as something benign. Most cults are hiding in plain sight, people. And that's I don't know. I'm telling you that today. Some of us just researching on our own. Bye, Duolingo. Sounds like Democrat Party. That's funny. Just mom telling you she wants some. It's actually called the Cult of Caca. That's what I meant. So anyway, they keep members isolated or silent. Here's a thing. Here's something interesting. Members, it's not, everyone knows this, but members are encouraged to cut off outsiders, family, friends, critics, etc. They may be told not to talk about internal teachings or practices. Ex-members are often traumatized, ashamed, specifically shame is a huge one, or fearful, and take years to speak out if ever. A lot of people just are so excited to start their new life. So many of them have to start over. They don't have money because guess what? They just gave it all away to this place. And guess what? When they call the police and they say, these people took my money, it's a brainwashing, they're like, you willfully did it. You signed your name on the papers. They didn't steal it from you. They didn't take your credit card information. You gave it to them and they can't do anything about it. But yeah, shame is a big one. Like, once you're out of it and you're excited to start your new life, you don't want to start, you don't want to be like, hi, my name's this, and I actually left a cult just recently, which is really sad, right? And law enforcement doesn't act unless a crime is obvious. This was what I was talking about before. But the First Amendment protects religious freedom. So the government can't go after a group for being weird, obviously, or extreme. Like, the government, they can't go after a group for making everybody wear a certain lace, like, I don't know, I'm just trying to think of something. Certain clothing or robes or whatever. They can't go after a group for, I don't know, whistling a certain song when they go somewhere. I don't know. I'm trying to think of like weird things. This is what the Cult of Caca does, actually. Kayla's Paranormal Personal Development. Yes, exactly. Christ, babe, sorry, that wasn't me trying to be constant. I think it's deeper than that. Wait, what? Don't even believe or identify. Damn psychos if you ask me. Yeah, no, nobody is giving all their money to church. Yeah, there are people that have given their entire life savings. Yes, there are people that do that. I'm sorry to tell you, there are people that do that. I feel like Kayla's figuring out how to make it successful that doesn't get broken up. Asking questions that doesn't ask the question directly. No, I am definitely not doing that. I just want to do an expose on one day. I like that Cult of Caca. Everyone, I love how I'm like, okay, I'm gonna start talking about this. Let's unveil the truth about cults. And everyone's like, you're either trying to make your cult or I'm gonna join the Cult of Caca. That's like everyone. Yes, exactly. There are a lot. That's what I was talking about when I first started the live stream. There are a lot of that just are out in plain sight, and they advertise themselves as a Christian sect, or they'll advertise themselves as a self-help group or retreat or course or whatever. And, you know, in the end, it's pretty nuts, huh? Media often avoids labeling groups as cults. The term cult is legally and ethically sensitive. Media outlets are wary of defamation lawsuits from wealthier, powerful groups. Some groups, like Scientology, have aggressively threatened journalists and ex-members into silence. So at a certain point, they have so much money that they can literally hire attorneys, and knowing that their ex-members are not going to be able to do so, really. It's just an interesting thing. Many cults are soft or exist in gray areas. Not all cults are extreme. Some are spiritual coaching groups, new age communities, or self-help seminars that solely manipulate members without overt abuse. These groups may be manipulative or controlling, but not enough to get media or legal attention. So there are some that don't explicitly do anything like super crazy, but if you it's like so hard to like talk about it without really saying what I want to say. Entertainers, the music business has notorious Hollywood probably the most. There's proof Jesus speak on this earth than any man has ever lived. It's not a government. Flat Earth. Hello, beautiful. What's up? What's up? So there's no central oversight or registry. There's no U.S. government list of cults and no official tracking systems. Most cult awareness work is done by nonprofits, ex-members, or journalists and podcasters. Ooh, podcasters. Okay. All right. Which is so sad because there's not like a government, like the government can't be like, this is our list of running cults. Like, it's so messed up. So why do we hear only about the worst ones? Because the media, law enforcement, and public don't get involved until there's blood, money, or a legal scandal, and by then, the damage is already done. What did you want to say? Kevin said, well, I don't remember exactly, but I basically want to share, I can't share it yet, but, I'm gonna work on something, because it's interesting. It's just interesting, and it affected someone that I know in a way that it's hard to... It's like hard to see the effects of one of these smaller cult things that you don't hear, like, oh my god, they had everyone, like, themselves. Like, the ones that get big media attention, obviously they're horrible, and they're like, oh my god, that's so disturbing, I can't believe that was happening. But there are 1,000 to 3,000 smaller, like, versions of this across America that are happening right now, and like that no one will know about, like no one might ever like find out about it. It's like so messed up that like people's lives are just ruined, and there's ultimately nothing they can really do about it. Besides, I guess, try to talk about it, which most of them don't want to talk about because it's embarrassing, they're scared they're gonna get sued, da-da-da-da-da. So, yeah. So I don't know, maybe once I do some more research on maybe we do some research on different cults, the common tactics, the reasons why leaders do what they do, and maybe like the legal side of it, like what someone is allowed to say versus not say, because I don't want to go on here and talk about something and start name dropping and yada yada, and then like, yeah, I don't need to be served with anything. Actually, I don't want to be doing that. But yeah, one day I will. So yeah, that's a warning to anyone in the gym. Warning. No, I'm just kidding. I doubt any of the 16 people here is what I'm referring to. But anyway, haha, Matt Jackson, hilarious. If you really think about it and break down a single popular celebrity with a huge fan base that idolizes him or her, similar to a way on, if you think about it. Yeah, I guess so. But not really, because most celebrities don't encourage their followers to not talk to their family. Most celebrities don't encourage their followers to refrain from pursuing education. Most celebrities don't tell their fans and followers to avoid doing anything in their lives that will put them in a better place. Because what cults typically do is the opposite. They will get you away from your family, your loved ones, anyone you've ever known. They will take your money from you, all of it, not just like a Kylie Jenner lip kit. Like, okay, Taylor Swift sure took my money when I bought the latest vinyl at Target or whatever. But like the percentage versus someone just taking all of your money and then you not being able to do anything about it, I feel like there's a big difference in it. But like, yeah, I guess in theory you could argue that there are parallels of certain things like working for a certain company or like being obsessed with a celebrity or yada yada yada. That could be like, oh, it's like a cult leader. But essentially, I think at the bottom of the day, it's pretty different. At least in my opinion. Those people are insane. The big dog lawyer at the bar. The only cult is that of capitalism and communism. All religious cults run through economic systems. The only cult is that of capitalism and communism. How so? We need to get lawyers, doctors, and nurses in our cult. That way we have the medical. That is, yes, Wally, that's a good idea. I think I'm addicted to this chick already. Thank you, James. You should. That's smart. You're very professional. Thank you. Yes, thank you, Kevin. But I promise you, like, even if I start talking about boring things one day, which is maybe every day for some of you, don't unfollow, because I really hope that one day I can do a tell-all, reveal, and expose people that ruined people's lives that I know. Literally ruined. So anyway, I'm new and you're interesting, cool, and beautiful. May I subscribe? Oh, heck yeah, definitely subscribe, because I do paranormal, urban legends, spooky things, and not all the time. Sometimes I've played like Fortnite on here. What else do we do? Always drinking diet soda. Sometimes I paint during Christmas time. I love Christmas. I do Christmas things. Talk about a cult. Put the Christ back in Christmas. Am I right? I'm just kidding. I don't really care. No, I mean, I love it. I don't know. I have no opinion on anything. Besides cults. I hate them. Anyway. I feel like I keep drinking this, and it's good. Don't get me wrong. But I feel like the last few times I tasted, I felt like there was a chunk in it, which is concerning. Even if the chunk is like a glob of like caramel coloring, that is still a little concerning, huh? I don't know. If you had to choose one, which would it be? Rich, famous, or happy? See, like, is this a trick? Is this a genie gonna grant me one of them, and then they're gonna, if I'm rich or famous, they're gonna make me really unhappy? Because I'm already, or do I get to be what I am now? And, like, how happy are we talking? Because one could argue there are people full of happiness, but they're delusional. Okay? Is it better to be happy every second, every day, and live like people of cults? I feel like there are some people that are like, I love this, you know? Wow, chunk sounds kind of, it's pretty, yeah, I don't know if there were clumps. I don't know. Maybe it was the carbonation, like bubbling up or something, I don't know. What's up, Michael? Welcome. I mean, I guess I would pick being happy. Part of me is inclined to say rich. Like, I don't really care about being, famous at all. Like, if someone was like, here's $5 million, like, maybe I would still do YouTube, but I would not, what would I even do? I don't know what I would do, actually. I would buy a house and I would decorate it, make it really nice, and then I would have fun. Like, every weekend I would be like, I'm hosting a party, let's do this party, this theme party. I would have really good hosting gifts. I would be like, let's hang out, party. Oh, come to my house. Like, oh, you're not doing well. Oh, you come over. I'll make you I don't know. And then maybe I'll get bored of that after a little bit, because it's like, how fulfilling could it be, like, having parties every week? But then maybe after that, then I'll get back into, like, the real passions in life, which I don't know if I've ever really figured out besides making videos, but that's because I'm always trying to hustle, baby. I'm always trying to hustle. Those people scared me. So famous. My happiness, yeah, exactly, Wally. The mass majority of our beautiful country is delusional. This is true. Being rich could also attract fame and happiness. That is true. See, I think that this is just a thought. Maybe it's wrong. I don't know. At least for me. I feel as if people, when they grow up and they lack a certain thing in their life or their childhood, and they felt that lack, whether it be, you know, their parents didn't pay attention to them. That's just one, whatever. They felt a lack of friendship in their childhood. They felt a lack of belonging because they had no friends. They felt a lack of, I don't know, financial security because of whatever, the parents, the way that they raised them, or what they spoke to them about, or maybe it was just very obvious that they lacked financial security because they saw everybody else having security and they didn't. And I feel as if these things that we lacked in childhood could essentially build our values in a way, or at least our goals. Maybe not explicit goals like, oh, I have a goal of being a power lifter. Like, no. I mean, like, you know, one day I want to own a home and be financially secure and not have to worry about da-da-da-da. Like, for example, that one. I think it sometimes goes back down to, like, childhood, or just, like, what, you know, when in your formative years, what happened or what you felt like you were lacking or could improve on, or yada, 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 that made you want to do something about it when you're older. Anyway, what was the point of that? Oh, because you asked me, can money buy happiness? Now, I used to get into fights with my friends when I was younger because I had some friends that never had to worry about money in their life. They didn't have to worry about, you know, I mean, they do now. Like, right? Like, at a certain point, it's like you're not on your parents' whatever. But I associated money with happiness, and some of them did not. And they were like, I just wish my dad, like, wasn't on a work trip all the time and, like, actually paid attention to my life. Like, that's not how I felt. And so that's why I'm like, money equals happiness. Obviously, it does not equal happiness, but for someone that felt the lack, I think I'm not there yet to a point where I feel so secure in it that I would be like, oh yeah, trust me, I'm here, and it doesn't equal happiness. A, I think I'd be pretty damn happy, or it would make me it would make me, you know, in a place where I can pursue other expressions of my life. Expressions of my life? That's not the right word. I could pursue things, or I could even finally have the chance to figure out what makes me excited in the world besides it, right? Which could be a little sad to say. But you know what? Just being real with you. Do you shed skin like a spider? Someone messaged me in the Twitch chat, and they asked me if I shed skin like a spider. Not particularly. I also don't know how spiders even I never saw a video on it, but maybe I'll look into that. Never stop being you. Thank you, a-hole. I appreciate it. Damn, that works. I like women too. Let's get married. I like to pretend I'm rich by eating cheese and grapes. Ooh, I bought caviar. Like, I could pretend I'm rich today. And it's not even like pretending that I'm not like I need 50 million. I don't even know if I need 10 million. Just like, I need a house that's fully paid off so that I don't have to work a job, a 9-to-5 job for someone else, and have to, like, ask permission to go to a doctor's appointment, or ask permission to, like, go to my kid's dance recital. How nice would it be to be able to work for yourself and, like, have not work so much, like, hustle all day, every day. Like, you could do other things and not be like, how am I gonna pay the Con Edison bill, or whatever. I don't know. Not that trust me, I sound like a big complainer. I don't, like, worry about those things anyway. But, I would love to buy a house and pay it off so I don't have to, for the next 30 years, be paying off a mortgage. You know what I mean? People with more money are way different than self-made people. I think self-made people are generally happier, Kevin said. I feel like I see that. I can see that happening. Congratulations. Money buy happiness is like saying, can a gym make you fit? Only if you use it the right way. Exactly, Mark. The Twitch crowd. Hope everyone is good. What's up, Tom? Hi from Cape Cod. What's up, Justin? Black Widow, Spider. I have not seen your live in ages. Stacy, where have you been? I want eyes wide shut money. You should try my Swiss cheese with grapes. Money in the American lifestyle is an illusion. Money is created by the government. That should tell you that it isn't what you need. No, that's true. Sometimes I think that people that are like hippies that literally live in like a van or a campsite, sometimes I'm like, they are in their cycle of life where they're like gonna hit what's it called, like nirvana or whatever. Maybe not really. I don't really believe this. I don't go to bed being like, wow, because then wouldn't I have been a hippie by now living in a van? Probably, right? But sometimes I'm like, wow, maybe like each lifetime you realize like a little bit more and more about like, this doesn't buy, like, you can't buy happiness. And then eventually you lose your like your worries, or you lose, like, not your worries, you lose the need to fit in with society, and you lose the need to please other people, or please, like, even your loved ones, like your parents and what they want for your life, whether it be like success or this or that, or like the typical life. So maybe they did like escape the rat race and living in a van and stuff. Now, for my own comfortability, I don't want to live in a van, though I am tempted sometimes to buy a van. I would love to save enough money to be able to like buy a real house that's nice and like furnish it and make it the way that I want, just because I do value those things. I like aesthetics, and I'm not talking, I don't need an Hermes throw pillow, or like I don't need a Versace dining table, but something that's paid off the way that I like it, the way that I want it, and then I feel like then I can move on in the next chapter of my life, whatever that may be. But right now, yeah, it would be nice to like have that full. I don't want a 30-year mortgage. I don't want to have to wait until I'm 65 to retire to finally go live my life and go to Bermuda. Like, I mean, not that I went to like Aruba and Dominican Republic this past year, but like, that's not enough. I don't want to have to wait all year long and be miserable every day waiting for a freaking vacation to happen. And by vacation, I don't mean like, oh, sipping margarita by the pool, though that would be nice, but like, just exploring new places. Like, what do you mean I have to pick one place a year to take my whole entire ungrateful family, and that, not mine, I just mean like in general, I'm making a joke that like, ungrateful kids. Like, what do you mean I have to wait all year, work from 9 to 5 in a job that I don't really love, like for someone else who's making more money than me, just for the 1 week to pay for, and during that week, like, I could be like freaking out about the price of the nachos the whole time and be in a negative headspace anyway. Was I saying anything of substance? No, probably not. When the next time you on? Maybe tomorrow or the next day. How do you feel about the girls that do it? I feel I am like, get your bag, girly. Like, I appreciate the hustle from those people. I think that that's an amazing path for them. However, I know that a lot of people do it and they don't see anything close to that. Only like less than 1% of creators on that platform actually make like even $100,000 a year on the platform. And if someone said, I'm going to guarantee you will make 5 million a year doing it, or 1 million a year, that would be a different story. But the fact that there's no guarantee and you're ultimately like giving away something that you can never get back, I don't think I'm in the place for that anyway. No, I do not actually, Wally. I don't know a single person, surprisingly, not even a friend of a friend. I was sure that one of my friends wouldn't, but no, I don't. This Irish-Italian mix. I am not Irish and Italian. Do I look like, or are you talking about yourself? Are you saying you're Irish and Italian? You're explaining the life of every man for the past 80 years. Wait, really? See? That's like horrible. I don't want that. Who wants that? That's why I'm like, I wish that now, before I, no offense, but like have kids and have to like you can't not work when you have kids. Like, now someone else's life is dependent on your own. It's not just you. Just because you are fine living in a van or yada 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 doesn't mean that your kids can. I mean, some people do regardless, but I don't know. It makes it harder when you bring other life into the world and they rely on you. Which I have dogs and a cat, and like I kind of did I mean, you know, it's not like they cost that much money, but it does limit me. Like, I can't go backpacking in Hawaii, you know? I have responsibility now. What, am I not a friend anymore? Dale said. Wait, what did I say? Oh! Oh yeah, Dale Wood. Dale Wood does, actually, Wally, if you're interested. I'm German and Italian. Oh, shout out to the Germans and Italians in the chat. And, sorry, I keep wanting to read your username, and then I see Dookie Particles, and I'm just like, oh my god, that's hilarious. We work ourselves to death 9 to 5, take an ungrateful family on a vacation where they only complain the other 340 days of the year. Exactly. See? I feel that. I feel that completely. I mean, I don't feel that, because I luckily, knock on wood, haven't had that yet, but, no, don't say that, Kayla. But, yeah, I was really hoping before 30 that I guess I'm still hoping before 30 I can figure it out. And I think a few years ago, I was, like, making headway, and I was like, let's go! Like, yes, I'm unstoppable! And I was very positive about things, da-da-da-da. And I think I've said this to everyone a bunch, but I've just recently been having, like, a dark cloud over me for the past 2 to 3 years now, and it really sucks, because, like, I try to get myself out of it. I'm like, oh my god. I try to exercise in the mornings, I go on walks, I listen to audiobooks, and it really takes a lot of for someone that's naturally very negative, or whatever, it takes a lot of practice to get yourself out of that natural head, which sucks. It's like, oh man, what I would do to just, like, pay for, I guess maybe I could just get electroshock therapy. I'm just kidding, that was a joke. Okay. You look 22. You go to church. Good morning, everyone. What's up, Brian? Long time no see. Where you been, Brian? We work ourselves. Okay, I read that. Sorry. Dale, I missed it. What you mean? He means that that you asked me if any of my friends have it. And, Dale said, yeah, I do. He said, wait, what? I'm not friends? Because I said none of my friends do. And he does. Dale Wood. Shout out Dale Wood in the chat. Shout out Dale Wood in the chat. Anyway. Ask God for help. I mean, I just don't remember to. I do. I think I do a lot. Actually, that's a lie. I'm still not getting stream notifications. Really? Try. Do you get stream notifications for other people, or, like, if you turned any notifications on, or do you get notifications from anyone else's, like, when they post a YouTube video or something? Because either you might not have your notifications from YouTube enabled on your phone. You have to go into your settings and you have to enable notifications to even get notifications, even if you have the notification thing turned on the YouTube app. But also, if you can also try turning off notification and then turning back on. I bet electroshock therapy would not work on me. Yeah, probably not. I'd be like, what? I don't feel anything. How much would the ring have to cost for you to say yes, or does it not matter? I guess it doesn't really matter, because, like, I don't know. Like, I don't think it would be like, it has to be worth this, or I'll say no. Like, I guess it's about the person, right? But, I don't know. I think I would be very close to that person at that point. So I feel like, I don't know. It really depends. It depends on a lot of things. Blue Jays, the settings are on. Only some notifications for her, I bet. Oh, yeah. You have to turn the... Yeah. Instead of just one notification, or one, there's a setting when you turn the notifications on for the channel that I think one of them is, like, to turn the notifications on for my videos, or whatever, and then there's a different one that you have to turn it on for live streams specifically, and that one is, what's up, shady guy, blocks, what's up, blocks, depends, that translates at least to 6 figures. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, that's crazy. That's $100,000 ring. That's crazy. I mean, it really, like, just depends, right? I don't know. Because, I don't know. No. I'm not, no, that's not true. It's not like how it's not. No, I think that rings are stupid in general. I really don't even. I think they're ugly. I think engagement rings are weird. They make you look old. Like, I don't. It's not the actual ring itself that, you know. But I'm trying to think, like. But I don't know. I really haven't thought about it in depth that much. To determine, like, I wouldn't say no. I mean, like, if they had a lot of money and they bought me like $1,000 ring, I'd be like, are you kidding me? Like, it depends. It's like, if they had a lot of money and they're just being rude and cheap and lazy, then I'll be like, get out of here. Like, go back to wherever. I don't know. So it really, yeah, there's like a lot of factors, I guess. I'm gonna start wearing a wedding ring so I'm more likely to get laid. Also, in the first year of your relationship, it's like, you're in your honeymoon stage, so you're probably like, I just want to get married to you. I don't care. I don't care what ring you propose to me with. I just want to marry you. And then after like a little bit, after years of dating, you're like, all right, you know, give me the big one. Give me the big engagement ring. I don't know. So anyway, I'm going to start wearing a wedding ring so I'm more likely. That's funny, Molly. Beautiful young. People always be saying this. People are like, Italian girl, Jewish girl, la 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 la. How about you worry about your mom's ancestry? Because your mom ain't your real mom. How about that? No, your dad. I should say your dad. Damn it. You should worry about your dad's ancestry because rumor had it, your mama slept around. You know why I know that? Because I did with her. Wait, that's crazy to say. So anyway, after she sees her friend's ring, she's gonna want bigger. That's funny. What? Mark with the last face, hot dummy. Okay, so I guess I'll show you I'll show you Tibby, and then I'm gonna end the live. I'll show you Tibby, and then I'm gonna end the live. Okay, let's pull the shorts down. Thank you. Let's go over here for a second. Tibby. Oh, come here, Tibby. No. Yay, Tibby. Hey, puppy. I mean, kitty. Hi. Oh, just stay with me. Just stay with me. Okay, or not. Yeah. Okay, let me end the stream, or the Twitch stream. Bye, Twitch people, if anyone's here still. I don't know if did anyone follow me? Probably not. Why do I go live on Twitch? Like, who watches Twitch? Do they and this is not relevant anymore because that's for Twitch. That's for Twitch, so all the 3 people can hear me crystal clear what I'm saying about cults for no reason. Why am I talking about this? I don't know. Why am I making live streams? I don't remember. Twitch. I got sucked into it. I really did. Oh my god. To think things couldn't get worse. I thought, oh, maybe you gained 1 follower. No, someone unfollowed me on Twitch. How rude. Natalie Portman, I've never been on Twitch. It better not be a cat. It was a cat. Tibby is a cat. I have 3 dogs. I have 1 cat. And the cat is my cat because it showed up at a house. And I took it to the vet to find the owner of the cat. And they were like, cat's not microchipped. That means he doesn't have an owner, most likely. And so then I got the cat neutered and vaccinated. And I treated its stinky ear mites. And then I was like, well, I paid $500. Gotta take it home now. And then I paid for a ticket on a plane so the cat could come with me to New York. Then it nearly scratched my eyeball out. And it literally, like, within the month, that's why I have a scar right here. I don't know if you see it. He clocked me in the face, had a big bruise and gash on my eye. And now he lives with me and terrorizes me and my dogs, and I don't know what I'm supposed to do because I can't get rid of him. That is mean. Anyone that gives up an animal, I'm like, what the heck? So I don't want to be a hypocrite. One, I feel like I'll be so sad. Like, one time my mom and dad were like, you have to pack all of his favorite toys and give him away to someone. Like, make sure he has his little bag, like, to go. And I'm like, what do you mean? So then I felt sad and I didn't want to give him away. So yeah, that's the story about my cat. I can forgive and never forget. Queen Amidala. I see why Tibby has issues with you now. I'm now pro Tibby. In no cases said to you. Thank you, a-hole. I appreciate it. 100% dogs better than cats. Yeah, it's true. The cat tried killing me. My dogs are ungrateful. They love me. They love me. Every time I come home, they're like, they cry, they jump on me, they just want to be with me. They're so happy. I come home from like a 3-week trip and my cat's like, meow. And then I'm like, you can't go outside, Tibby. And he's like, I'm like, I've been gone for 3 weeks. You don't want to hang out with me at all? Oh, that's true, Ollie. Donate him like, no, that's so mean. Thank you, James. I appreciate it. A motivational speaker could live in a van down by the river. Oh, so anyway, I appreciate everyone for being here. I'm probably going to go live either tomorrow or the next day, so make sure to turn your notifications on for the channel. Join the Discord. We have a Discord. You can join it, and then in the Discord, we also post whenever I'm live at the beginning of the live so that you know when I'm live, which will be tomorrow or the next day. Anyway, peace out, everybody. Have a good one. Shout out to my